Hello! Hey, yes. How are you? Are you good? Oh, that's good. I'm Red, and today I'm going to be reading some r/ Today I Effed Up. Okay, and here we go! Today I effed up by slapping a butt. This is truly the most horrifying thing I've ever experienced. I've been stabbed once before, and I have fonder memories of that day than this one. So I went shopping with my girlfriend earlier in the day, just a little shop around Asda as it goes. We split up shortly after getting in so she could get her vegetables and couscous and I could get my energy drinks and mozzarella sticks. She then completely disappeared into thin air. I then spent ages, about 10 minutes, looking for her, going up and down the center aisle trying to spot her. After much stress and almost resorting to asking staff to call her over the loudspeaker, I then spot her with her distinctive red hair and green patch jacket browsing in the frozen section, it seems. She has her back to me, but no matter, I seize the opportunity while I have time to strike. It was relatively quiet, so I proceeded to sneak up behind her, get a nice firm smack on the butt, and say, "Are you almost done, you F-nugget?" I mean, there was a full-on echoey connection. That sound haunts me. Then this woman, who is most definitely not my girlfriend, turns around, looks at me in absolute shock, and just says, "Can I help you?" After much babbling and sweating and almost crapping my pants, I explain the situation to her, and she proceeds to explain it to the manager, which I don't blame her for. After finding my girlfriend, I argue my case with the manager that they're both the same height with very similar clothes on and the same hairstyle and colour. He argued that they have different shoes on. I apologised profusely to the poor woman, and she seemed to take it very well apart from the initial panic of a random stranger doing what I did. I have been struggling to sleep because I can't stop thinking about it and how I want to tear my own face off. I have made many F-ups in my life, but holy crap, I think this one will top the list. I'm sorry, Asda lady. Maybe just don't do stuff like that in public and you won't have this problem again. Oh my god, can you imagine that lady's shock though? Just like, "Oh, should I buy the spinach or the Brussels sprouts? Oh my goodness, my poor bottom!" Ready for the next one? Because here it is. Today I effed up by kidnapping a toddler. I'm a mother of 3 going shopping with my husband and kids. My youngest is sitting in the shopping cart and the older 2 are behaving well for once and weren't running around being a nuisance to me and everyone else. I spot the stuff I wanted on a shelf, let go of the cart and start to rummage through the shelves. My kids, minus the one in the cart, find some cereal they wanted and start to roam around a bit. When I found the brand I was looking for, I turned around, grabbed the cart and went down the lane. My husband trailed after. After 2 or 3 more aisles, I suddenly realized that he is pushing the cart with our youngest kid in it. I look down at my own cart, and a completely unknown toddler looks up at me looking a bit bewildered. I must have moved a bit when looking through the products and taken the wrong cart when I finally turned around. Backtracking our way, we meet the frantic mother that luckily was understanding, saying she'd almost done the same thing on another occasion. So my kidnapping career was short and had a happy ending, but I still cringe when I think about it. I'm so paranoid about something happening to my kids when we're out in a shop or something, like just getting lost. I've briefly lost my oldest in a shop before, and just the absolute panic in my chest when I couldn't see him and he wasn't responding to his name. Oh, it was very, very scary. Here's the next story. Today I effed up when I bought a couch that is 6 inches too long, and now I'm out $700. I bought a couch and had it delivered from a local furniture store. The couch does not fit in the elevator, nor does it fit up the stairs. This sofa is 6 inches too long. I live on the 5th floor. This building has a small elevator and a narrow stairway. The company I bought it from is no refunds because it was on clearance. Me and a friend spent well over an hour trying everything to get it to our apartment. Now I'm out $700. I'm so tired of the couch now, I'm just giving it to a friend of mine. Kind of makes me want to never buy furniture again. I was going to buy a king-size bed. Now I think I would just get a queen-size bed instead. If I ever design my own home, I'm putting in double doors in every room, including the front door. I won't let this happen to me again. I mean, a bed will come in pieces. It doesn't matter if you buy a king or queen. I mean, the amount of the pieces are not going to change that much, to be honest. And depending on the kind of couch, you might have been able to disassemble it a little bit. Or buy a couch that can be assembled. I have assembled a couch, or 2, or 3 in fact, in my time. And many beds. So, I used to sell furniture, that's why that's so many beds. I don't just have like 50,000 beds in my home. It's like, I used to do that as part of my job. So yeah. I've had this exact couch situation though before. When I first moved in with my then boyfriend, now husband, he insisted that he wanted to bring his ugly couch. And I only had really like just a chair basically. And so I was like, oh, okay. So because he was literally moving like across the street, he's like, oh, let's just do it. I'm like, okay. You know, I was young and dumb. And so we carry it across to the new building and get stuck in the stairwell because it was too big. And that was when I made a pact. I'm never moving any big heavy furniture again. So yeah, that's my story. It was very similar. I got trapped under a couch on some stairs. And like for reference, I'm only like 150 centimeters, like 5 foot tall. So can you imagine like moving a giant couch that's big enough to get it stuck in a doorway? Yeah, it was not a pretty sight, let me tell you. Anyway, let's go with the next story now. Today I effed up by having a VIP contact tickle my ding-ding-dong. Bit of background. 2 years ago I studied in China and I'm considering working at a European embassy there next year. Most of the foreigners in China use WeChat to communicate. My best friend is working there too, and for over a year now he's the only one I've talked to on the app. He and I had a little joke. There's a WeChat feature where you double tap someone's profile picture to tickle them. Sort of like MSN Messenger's old nudge feature. And I guess like Facebook poke, no? This is very easy to accidentally do, which is an important detail for this story. Another important detail, you can customize whatever label is used when someone tickles you. For example, Anna tickled your ex. Sounds immediately perverted, I know. My best friend changed his label to Tralala and told me to tickle him. It showed up as you tickled Charlie's Tralala. For those who don't know, this was a reference to that weird old song that went viral, that went, you touch my Tralala, my ding-ding-dong. I changed mine to ding-ding-dong. I tickled his Tralala, he tickled my ding-ding-dong. We had a big laugh, moved on, forgot about it. Fast forward months later and I'm in talks with someone pretty important at the aforementioned embassy about moving there to work. I wake up to some messages from him and send a reply. About 10 minutes later, he tickles me on WeChat, which is most definitely accidental, but happens all the time with everyone, so isn't particularly embarrassing. Unfortunately for me, WeChat says, for both of us, that this man, my potential future employer, has just tickled my ding-ding-dong. He sends a message. Just that. I haven't yet replied. Send help. Yeah, this is why I have accounts for work and personal. and I try not to mix them because, yeah, you don't want anything like this happening. I hope you guys enjoyed those r/today I effed up stories read by me. Read! Please give the video a like and don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't done that already. Good job. Okay, see you tomorrow.